Joao Felix to Manchester United. The initial deal is definitely in. Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching United Ads and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything United Ads us to bring to you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related. We are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. As you already know that we are heading into a crucial part of the season, and it's going to be the January transfer window. And definitely things have started heating up. And we have information from credible sources about a new signing, one that is definitely most likely going to be going to Manchester United, and that is none other than Joao Felix, who is an Atletico Madrid football player. He's been playing for Atletico Madrid and has been playing quite well of recent. Let us know what you think about this transfer and whether you think he is the man, the best football player, best player to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. It will be remembered that Cristiano Ronaldo has definitely parted ways with Manchester United with a mutual agreement. It was a mutual agreement between two parties, between Cristiano Ronaldo and also Manchester United, after an explosive interview with Piers Morgan. And that definitely is what led to the moving of Cristiano Ronaldo, and possibilities are saying that he could be moving to a club in Saudi Arabia, a club called Al Sahel, something like that. He could be moving there because he was offered quite a lot of money there. We could see Cristiano Ronaldo moving to a Saudi Arabian club. But right about now, it's not Cristiano Ronaldo's moment. It's about the one and only Joao Felix. Definitely, a lot has been said about Joao Felix and him joining Manchester United, as other clubs are also interested, as an initial bid has been set. We are talking about quite a lot of money, talking about figures and talking about quite a lot of money. We are in big figures, and actually around 100 million pounds is what Atletico Madrid has said it wants for this gentleman. So let's dig deep into Joao Felix and why he is definitely one of the best that Manchester United could probably sign. Why do you think he is, or he could be the best that Manchester United could definitely sign? So, for those of you who do not know who Joao Felix is, Joao Felix is a Portuguese professional football player who plays as a forward for La Liga club Atletico Madrid, and also he plays for his national team, which is Portugal, and he's known for his versatility, finishing, creativity, and dribbling, and can also play as a winger or an attacking midfielder. And that is those are some of the attributes that make him a very wonderful football player, very wonderful forward. And the fact that we are looking at a possible replacement of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is going to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. So Felix is being looked at a possible replacement of Cristiano Ronaldo. However, we've got two options. One of the options, obviously, now we have him. And also, it will be remembered that before I told you about a young football player who is 25 years old, actually, and now this Felix, Joe Felix, who is 23 years old. Whom would you pick? Would you go with this young lad who is 25 years old? Let us know who United's best option is. Is it Cody Gapco, or it is Joe Felix? Let us know, because all of these two now are now available on the market for Manchester United to buy. And the fact that Manchester United is going to be having new owners, should this be taken that there could be a possibility of signing both players? Is it necessary? Do you think the amount of money that was given out by Manchester United for the summer transfer window could be roughly the same as this? Anyway, Cody Gapco, I don't think we need to compare between two people, between Cody Gapco and also Joao Felix. But Joao Felix is definitely a very wonderful one, very good football player, very versatile. When you get Joao Felix, you're getting a great deal. That is what I can tell you. If you get Joao Felix, you're definitely getting a great deal. Which parts of the world are you watching from? Let us know. Of the two, who is the better football player? Who's the best football player of the two? All of them are now available for Manchester United as the initial bid is out. It's 100 million. As Atletico Madrid is or has been saying, of recent Atletico Madrid has not been performing quite well. And when you look at the table, how Atletico Madrid has been playing, when you see it's not Barcelona is in the first position, Real Madrid being in the second, Real Sociedad being in the third, Athletic Madrid being no, Athletic Club being in the first position. Atletico Madrid is nowhere. It comes in the fifth position with 24 points, and definitely that makes you understand some of the reasons as to why they are frustrated and want to sell off some players possibly. Anyway, they're not performing well, and Joao Felix is also not one that he's not one that is going to be very patient with them. However, it will be remembered that João Mendes has brought the deal on table for Manchester United, and he has said if Manchester United is interested in this gentleman, he will make sure that he gets this gentleman for Manchester United. It will be remembered that João Mendes has done incredible deals. He's done very big deals for Manchester United, and one of the greatest deals being a rivalry between Manchester City and Manchester United, where Manchester City was offering Cristiano Ronaldo quite a lot of money, more than Manchester United. But George Mendes definitely came in and interrupted the procedure and made sure that United got the deal. So that was quite good of him. And now he's brought another big deal on table. He's brought a big deal on table. And guess what he is saying? He is definitely saying right about now, Joao Felix is definitely available, and he's very confident that he can get Joao Felix for Manchester United. Let us know what you think about this transfer. You can let us know in the comment section what you think about this transfer, and much more, as we are going to be bringing to you much more about this young lad, him joining Manchester United. So what do you think? What do you think about this young gentleman joining Manchester United? We need to see Joao Felix and his possible Manchester United move. It will remember that Manchester United face a three-way fight to land Joao Felix in January, with Athletic Madrid ready to cash in for £100 million amid tensions with the big boss Diego Simeone, as Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern also chest the Portuguese star. He's not only being looked at by Manchester United, other football clubs also are definitely interested in this young gentleman. But Manchester United will reportedly face competition from PSG and Bayern Munich in a bid to land Joao Felix in January, with Atletico Madrid ready to sell for around £100 million. And definitely that is quite, actually it's 100 million euros, which is around 86 million pound. Yeah, around 86 million pound, around there. So 100 million euros for this gentleman is what Atletico Madrid needs. There has been an underlying tension this season in the Spanish capital between Felix, who is 23 years old, and also Diego Simeone, and this definitely is something that has led to quite a lot. So the Spanish outlet Diario AS reports that the conflict between them has reached a point of one or the other, and that Atletico Madrid is ready to cash out on Felix as early as January for a figure close to 100 million euros, which is definitely 86 million pound. So Yeah, Diego Simeone is a no-nonsense one, and actually everybody knows him and how he handles his things. But I do remember that expectations have been sky high as a result, and he failed constantly live up them. That is something that needs to be looked at as more and more finding himself in the bench of Madrid, which he definitely did not like. Manchester United are looking for reinforcement in the attacking, having terminated the contract of Cristiano Ronaldo last month, as well as injuries hampering the number of opportunities to open Anton Masso. To open an Anton Marshall. So definitely think things definitely will go on quite well. And then also what I know is that actually Jadon Sancho has been struggling for form, and that just leaves Marcus Rashford and Anthony highlighting Eric Ten Hag's need for reinforcements definitely in this winter. Anyway, as details, that Paris Saint-Germain sporting director Luis Campos is to link Felix, and he can be the one to sell the vision on how he could fit into Christopher Galtieri's project in Paris Saint-Germain. However, it will be remembered that Felix's agent, George Mendes, is said to be actively shopping his client for a new club with no hope of preparing relations. And this actually with Atletico Madrid, it's definitely coming to a no agreement point. So Felix has managed to just score 4 goals from 18 games at Atletico this season, and that was not definitely quite good. But having not started at La Liga match since September, it appears his time under Simeone is edging towards a conclusion ahead of the January transfer window. It will be remembered that Felix is currently away with Portugal at World Cup in Qatar, where they are looking ahead to the last 16, having qualified with a game to spare. And it will be remembered that he netted Portugal's second goal in their 3-2 win over Ghana, playing 83 minutes in the 2-0 victory over Uruguay. So things definitely been going on quite well for Joao Cancelo in playing for his national team. He's been playing well, but the tension, there is big tension. Definitely, there's tension. There's quite big tension between two parties. There's big tension between Diego Simeone, the current manager of Atletico Madrid, and also there is big tension between him, managing player Joao Felix, and Diego Simeone. And Atletico Madrid have reached a point where definitely they have to pick one of them, because the tension has been high. He's not being starting, has not been given football for some time, is not starting, and that is something that he has not liked. So, where are you watching from? This is one of the reasons as to why he is or he will be moving. This is one of the reasons as to why he will be moving from Atletico Madrid, and definitely or possibly to Manchester United, as different clubs are very much interested in the youngster. And as you already know, he is definitely a very good one, very good football player, very versatile. His attacking ability, ball control, passing and dribbling, all on point, all of them very fine, and that's what makes him definitely a good football player, one of the best that Manchester United can definitely sign this January transfer window. Initial bid 100 million euros, that's 86 million pound. I think that's quite a lot of money, but Manchester United definitely can afford that, more especially if Manchester United will possibly have new owners. New owners will definitely be willing to cash in on a football player like Manchester United will be willing to get a football player like Joao Felix, who is definitely a wonderful one. If you've watched the World Cup, you can see how beautiful this young lad plays quite well, very, very, very well, extremely well. Let us know in the comment section what you think about this lad joining as Manchester United. Definitely is not in the best position right about now, being in the fifth position with 26 points, and Arsenal being in the first position with 37 points. A big difference on there, big gap, big difference in there, and that's one of the reasons as to why more reinforcement in the attacking section is definitely needed by Manchester United. Remembering that Cristiano Ronaldo left the club, it will be remembered that after Cristiano Ronaldo left the club, Eric Ten Hag has been looking at various ways and also various football players who will potentially replace Cristiano Ronaldo, and possibly he could be getting, we could say he's got the perfect replacement. He could have gotten the perfect replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. Still young, age difference. One is 37 and the other one is 25. Joe Cancelo, not Joe Cancelo, so Joe Felix, still young, very, very young, 25 years. But it will be remembered that despite of him being 25 years. When you look at him, you could think possibly when you look at him, you could think he's in his early 20s, but he's 25. Not bad in age, but still, I thought that he's possibly younger than that, but. Anyway, he is definitely older than that, 25 years old, but possibly he is definitely much better. And to be honest, United need a player like him, need a good player like him. So the combination of the players that are already there, and if this guy joins Manchester United, that definitely will mean quite a lot. If this guy joins Manchester United, that will mean quite a lot for the club, as the initial bid is definitely in 100 million euros, 86 million pound. That is the initial bid. Where are you watching from? Which parts of the world are you watching from? Make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything that United Diehards has to bring to you. As long as it is sports, we definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. As we were also talking about Cody Gakpo and his move to Manchester United, but now we think Cody Gakpo's move is a bit limited. That's what we think. We think that Cody Gakpo's move is definitely limited right now by the fact that this gentleman could be moving to Manchester United. If Joao Felix moves to Manchester United, that means Cody Gakpo is going to have quite a hard time to come to Manchester United, because it looks like Joao Felix is a much better football player than Joao Felix is a better football player than Cody Gakpo. So that's one of the reasons as to why Joao Felix will most likely come to Manchester United. If the money is available, he will definitely come to Manchester United. And I think the fact that we do not know just as yet who is going to buy Manchester United, as different buyers have been on trying to make sure they can buy the club, or we don't know what their choices will be, and also their choices, the club owners' choices sometimes also matter, more especially if the club owners are very interested in the game. If they are very interested in the game, that will mean that they will have to make some decisions. They will make some decisions basing on. They'll make some decisions basing. Uh, they have to make some decisions for the club. So I personally think that that is something that is good. That will be something that is definitely good. So Manchester United could be buying. Manchester United could be buying Joao Felix, and if they buy Joao Felix, that definitely will be a good move. That will be a good move, and I personally think if they buy him, Manchester United, this could be for the better for Manchester United, because an attacking force is definitely needed at United. An attacking force is needed at United. Where are you watching from? Which part of the world are you watching from? Make it a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything. That's the big club on Manchester United and United Diehards, just to bring to you right here at United Diehards as we are talking about a Joao Felix United deal that is definitely coming through more true than ever before. As Joao Felix initial bid is in, and Manchester United are more than ready to buy. So United are definitely more than ready to buy Joao Felix, to make sure Joao Felix actually is at the club, because that's what they are missing. United are missing a football player like him. What do you think? Do you think it is the right time to buy, or not yet? Do you think he is the right man to be at Manchester United? I think there is more that can still be done. Let us know in the comments section whom you definitely would like to play for Manchester United. Do you think it should be Joao Felix or it's Cody Gakpo? As both football players are quite good. It will be remembered that Cody Gakpo is also playing for his national team in the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo is playing in the Netherlands for his national team. He's playing in the World Cup, which is for his team, Netherlands in the World Cup, and he has been playing quite well of recent, managing to score 3 goals in 3 matches. That is quite brilliant and nice of him. A very good football player, a very high class. That definitely is nice of him. So Eric Ten Hag will definitely be. Eric Ten Hag will have to choose between 2 big players. Eric Ten Hag will have to choose between Joe Felix and then this young football player, still promising and nice and good, and that's Cody Gakpo, who is definitely a very wonderful one. He's managed to score 3 times and in 3 appearances. That's quite good, and no wonder he's been haunted by a number of clubs. Different clubs want him. Very many clubs are interested in signing this young lad, and the 23 year old. Yeah. So let's see how definitely things will go. Let's see how things will go. Um, let's see how things will go for this young gentleman. Otherwise, make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell, as the competition will be on. It's 2 big players that could be signed at Manchester United. United could possibly take both players, or United definitely could have 1 player. And if they have 1 player, who is it going to be? Anyway, we are talking about the opening bid of Joao Felix, who is set to join Manchester United. And we think things are definitely going to be going quite well for Manchester United. Attacking power is definitely something that Manchester United is looking at, and we think Manchester United is definitely going to have that attacking power. Let us know what you think in the comment section. As tension amounts even much further between Joao Felix and Diego Simeone, and this is what has led for because in the summer transfer window, United was interested. Eric Ten Hag was interested in signing. Sorry, Eric Ten Hag was interested in this summer transfer window. The last look concluded. Eric Ten Hag was more than interested in signing Joao Felix, but he was told Atletico Madrid was definitely not selling him. And right about now, we have a situation where Atletico Madrid is the one that has actually come out and said he is now ready on the market. He is on the market. So, the mere fact that Eric Ten Hag is one that really knows what he does, and he understands the market quite well. If he gets him, that will be quite good, because the tension between manager and coach, I don't know, manager and player, I don't know whether Eric Ten Hag will be ready for that. I don't know whether he will be ready for that. If Joao Felix is not playing quite well, definitely that will mean that Joao Felix will be benched. That will mean that Joao Felix will be benched, and if he is not playing well. So there could be even much rotation, just like the Cristiano Ronaldo saga. We could be seeing something like the Cristiano Ronaldo saga. Anyway, make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that United has to bring to you as we are talking about the Joao Felix United deal that is definitely coming true. And we think that this is the right time. We think that this is the right time for this to definitely happen. Otherwise, which parts of the world are you watching from? Which parts of the country are you watching from? Make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that our United has to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related. We are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at United Diehards. And the person we are talking about right now is none other than Joao Felix, who is Atletico Madrid football player who's been having issues with his manager. And I think both parties have decided that he should definitely leave the club because Atletico Madrid was at a point where it had to decide whether it will be taking Joao Felix or it will be leaving Diego Simeone in management, where Diego Simeone is not looking at leaving the club, and Atletico Madrid is also not looking forward to letting Diego Simeone leave the club, and that's the reason as to why he has now come out and concluded that this gentleman is leaving. Otherwise, let's think that all will go well for Manchester United, and it's trying time making sure that possibly he will sign. They will sign this young player. Will sign this young player. So we could, if United sign the young player, all will definitely be good. We could see Manchester United maybe going for right about now. It will be remember that Eric Ten Hag is looking at Champions League football. He said he's not. He said first of all, he said a club like Manchester United is definitely a big club, but also he needs time to restructure the club, and that was nice of him. He said he needs quite a lot of time to restructure the club because the club is falling, and United shouldn't expect big results soon, and Manchester United shouldn't expect that he's going to take the Premier League. If he takes the Premier League, that will be a bonus, but that is not in his plans. He plans to fight for Champions League football this time and possibly next season. Next time he will possibly go for the title. He will have a shot on the title, and that is one of the reasons as to why he is definitely very, very happy. Otherwise, he's happy with United management. He as him as because whatever he's asked, he's been given. But it will be remembered that the Glazers are definitely moving out, and we could have yet other new owners. We could have new owners of Manchester United, as that was a battle. Or there's actually a battle, Sir Jim Ratcliffe versus Apple on Manchester United ownership. The Glazers ready to sell, and as a lot of pressure really mounted on them. As there is also Barcelona's Memphis Depay hot deal for Manchester United. We don't know whether this deal is going also to go on, because the deal has been talked about quite before Memphis Depay joining Manchester United. If Memphis Depay joins Manchester United, quite a lot will be definitely going on. Memphis Depay, very wonderful football player, very good football player. No wonder he is one of the best. You cannot rule him out. He is definitely one of the best. You can't rule him out. Otherwise, I personally think Memphis Depay being in, then Cody Gapco, then Joao Felix, how things will definitely go on quite well. Manchester United ready to sell. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe is one of the potential buyers of Manchester United. So if he buys Manchester United, what will happen? There was quite a bit of tension between Sir Jim Ratcliffe and also Apple that earlier wanted to buy Manchester United, showed quite a lot of interest, and they've got the money to buy Manchester United. However, we are now because they sort of pulled out a little bit, and now Sir Jim Ratcliffe is the number one contender. Possibly he will be the one that will buy Manchester United. If he buys Manchester United, what will happen? Otherwise, thank you for watching United the Hearts. Make it a point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything United Diehards has to bring to you, as we've been talking about Joao Felix United deal that is definitely coming true. Goodbye. Thank you and goodbye for now. Do not forget to subscribe.